today. So make sure the reporter on. This is what you need to be able to participate today is this document right here. You do have an assignment that is due. The assignment is this. When you go into EDSI, you're going to see on your end, the instructions are right here. You'll see the assignment. This document is also on this post too, so it's in two places for you. I will explain in a moment what you guys need to do. The document that I'm asking you to download is this. Can you guys see this where it says assignment due Friday? Dylan, do you see this?
We see it, Mr. Mellum.
You see it? Okay. I just need to make sure. So this Friday, you're going to have this assignment due. What else is happening this Friday?
Quiz.
You have a quiz. It is 10 questions, multiple choice. And when are you allowed to take the quiz? What's the time frame?
11 to 2?
11 to 2. Any time between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., you can take the quiz. This assignment is due by 11 a.m. So before you take the quiz, what needs to be uploaded and sent to me?
The assignment.
This assignment. Let me show you what this assignment is. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do this together as a group, okay? So what you're going to do, you see here, I have a whole slew of practice questions. These are questions very much like what you're going to see on the quiz on Friday, okay? Each question is multiple choice. What you guys are going to do, you give me the answer to each question. So you would put A, B, C, or D. However, there's a catch. What else am I asking you to do? Jason, what else am I asking the class to do?
Giving an explanation of why is the correct answer.
Exactly. Give me an explanation. A is the right answer because. B is the right answer because. C is the right answer because. Whatever the reason may be. And we're going to do one together so you can see that. Or you can tell me why the other answers are wrong. So you have to explain yourself. Your explanation needs to be in a complete sentence, okay? This shouldn't be too hard. What I want you guys to do is you can either do this on a Word document or, again, when you're on EDSB, when you click on this thing, on your end, what's going to be on here?
A submit box.
A submit button. You literally click on the submit button. It opens up a box for you, and you can just type, just do it just like this. Number 1, A.
Like type it in the comments. Type it in the comments.
In the comments, blah, whatever your reason may be. If number 2, if the answer, it's not, but if the answer is C, yeah, C is the answer because, and you would just give me an explanation. Does that make sense to you guys? Give me a thumbs up if you understand where and how to type your answers into this thing.
The thumbs have been raised.
I need to see it from everybody. Shayna, Sophia, Tyler, David, Peyton.
Thumbs up.
Give me a thumbs up if you guys understand. If I don't see a thumbs up, I think you don't understand. Peyton, can you give me a thumbs up, kiddo?
Understand, everyone.
Or an applause, something, let me know you're out there. All right. So then you would just do it just like this. Number 3, D, the other answers are wrong because, and whatever the reason may be, okay? What I'm gonna do, thank you, Sam. That's your is it really your birthday, Peyton? Or are you just joking? Friday is your birthday. Okay, make sure everybody say happy birthday to Peyton. She'll be 37. 37
Happy
years
37th birthday.
She is a super 7th grader.
Happy 82.
Happy
Wait, does that mean that she's failed 7th grade?
Kristen's birthday.
At least like 17 times.
All right. So if you guys understand how to answer these things, and happy birthday, Peyton. Happy birthday, Christian. We'll do that at the end of class, okay, Peyton? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another share, and we're going to do one together, okay? Let's look at this. Can somebody read this question to the class? I would appreciate it. Eric,
What type of
yeah, go for it. I'm sorry.
what type of propaganda is being displayed in this poster?
Okay, so we need to look at this poster. And Robbie, what is the poster showing?
The
does
poster
it
is
say?
showing, like, displayed in 1947 at the beginning of the Cold War, showing a what looks like a nuclear explosion.
Okay, something crazy, right?
Yeah,
And what's in the fire? What's being engulfed in the flames?
the American flag.
American flag. And what's it say? What's the poster say?
America under communism.
What was this part? You missed the big.
Oh, is this tomorrow?
And then it says America under communism. And then what's going on here?
Everyone's fleeing from the fire or something.
Okay, well,
Whatever.
this guy doesn't look like he's fleeing. What is he doing?
It looks like he's fighting someone. Sorry,
Yeah, he's a Russian soldier attacking somebody. That's what they're doing. So what is this poster saying?
It's basically saying that I think it's maybe like we shouldn't fight, or we should fight against the communists.
Okay.
Because
So,
we don't want whatever's happening in the background.
Okay, so it's really it's basically saying communism's bad, right?
Yes.
According to this propaganda poster. What type, Robbie, of propaganda is this being shown? Is it bandwagon, plain folks, name calling, or fear?
Fear.
It is fear. This whole thing is fear. If we don't stop the communists, America's going to burn and they're going to come kill you. And it's meant to scare people, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make people afraid of the Soviet Union or the Russians. So how would I answer this on my paper? What would I type in? What would my answer look like?
It would be D, and then you'd say the answer is D because it is showing fear.
Okay, so let's do that together as a group. I'm going to go back to my other screen here. So was that Callie that chimed in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate it. So Callie says D. D is the correct answer, okay? And then Callie, what did you say your reason was?
Because it's showing fear.
Well, we got to reword that a little bit. So D is the answer.
It's saying what could happen if we were ruled by communists.
Okay, so the poster is showing scary things like fire and what?
Burning the American flag or Russian soldiers attacking us.
Okay,
Communists.
and communist soldiers attacking people?
Yeah.
There you go. Was that hard?
No.
No.
And I kind of worded it in kid language, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does everybody understand how we got that answer?
Yep.
And again, you guys are typing this either on your own paper or you're writing it down. I would suggest you do it on the submit button so that when you're done with today's class, boom, you just send it. Okay? So I've done the first one. Well, Robbie and Callie did the first one for us, and I appreciate it, guys. Your job today. Well, you tell me. What do you think your job is?
Is to name all these.
How many other questions do we have?
8.
There are 8 more questions, okay? I'm going to put you guys in the breakout rooms. Your job in the breakout room, you're going to read the questions together. You're going to discuss. You're going to try to come up with what you think the answer is, and you're going to answer it. That way, by the time you're done with today's Zoom lesson, what's already done?
The thing.
Assignment.
The assignment is already done. It's already submitted. Not only that, what have you already studied for?
the quiz.
You've already studied for the quiz. I would also recommend that you guys do this. If you don't know what some of these propaganda techniques are, what the media does, what's over here?
Study guides.
The study guide is right here. Can you bring it up while you're doing this?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, you can. Okay, you guys feel like you understand?
Yes.
Are there any questions? Maybe for some of you guys who joined in late. If you got a question, you speak now.
X.
No questions? I'm going to open up the rooms. For those of you that joined in a few minutes late, I got to put you in a room. But once the room's open, guys, I'm going to be hopping in and out. I want to hear you guys talking. Nobody should be muted. You should be talking, reading the questions, taking turns, discussing. All right? All right, your rooms are open. Go ahead and jump in.
Execute order 66.
And there's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
there's a lot of people in there. 'Cause
8.
You guys all joined in late after I assigned the rooms.
I did not join. I joined it at 8:55.
No, I didn't get. Yeah, I didn't get like a join thing until like a minute later. Neither did I imagine.
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you guys, let me see if I can share my screen here.
Nothing.
Can you guys see this?
Alright.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen? Let's work on one together. I just want to make sure
Yes.
you understand. Maddie, can you read the question?
A rock star promotes a social services program by telling about how the program helped her family get through hard times. Which propaganda technique is being used?
So we have a rock star, like Jensen. Jensen, you're a rock star, right?
That's right.
That's right. When you use a rock star or a famous person, is that bandwagon? Card stacking, I don't think we talked about that. Card stacking is when
It is
you
bandwagon.
list negative things about your opponent. Is it a
I'm gonna
glittering
say-
generality or is it a testimonial when you use a famous person to promote your whatever it is you're promoting?
It's bandwagon.
Testimony.
It's testimonial.
That is a testimonial. So what you guys would do,
It's testimonial.
Millennium Falcon. So what you guys would do, you see my thing here? So I don't have it in front of me. What letter was testimonial? Is that D again?
D. Yeah, D.
So you put D. The answer
D.
is testimonial. What can I
D.
put?
Because it's using a rock star and that's a famous person.
Because it's using a famous person.
Impressive.
Does that work?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys feel like you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course
All right.
it does.
So your job, guys, go ahead and knock out the other ones and
understand.
then submit it. All right.
Gotcha.
All right.
It's
Yo.
gotta be glittering generalities. Hi, Mr. Mellum.
Hello.
Which one are you guys on?
Oh, we're doing the second one.
The one that talks about the rock star?
Yeah,
Okay, so what do you guys think the answer is?
I think it's C. The
No?
glittering.
When
Wait.
you use a famous person to promote a product,
It is testimony.
it is a testimonial. So that would be like a shoe company using Michael Jordan, his name and his likeness to sell. the idea is if you have a famous person doing it, it'll make other people want to do it because the famous person is doing it. In this case, it's a rock star, whoever that might be. Casey, you're a rock star, right?
Sure, we'll put it that way.
No.
No, she's
Hey guys,
definitely
make
not.
sure you sing happy birthday to Peyton since it is her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Not my birthday.
Peyton.
It's Christian's birthday.
Well, you said it was
It's
your
Christian's.
birthday.
It's Christian's
No,
birthday.
you asked what else is Friday, and as a joke, I was like, my birthday.
Is it really your birthday on Friday?
Yeah.
Is it? How old? 13?
47.
47.
Peyton.
Good age. You're that much closer to retirement. You can play shuffleboard and golf.
Yay! Love that.
All right. So do you guys understand how to write your answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
You like highlight it?
If you
No,
don't,
we.
Incorrect.
Screen.
COI.
So
It's not like-
on yours, guys, you have the submit button that's on this thing. Just type it right in. So I did it kind of here. The answer is testimonial because it's using a rock star, which is a famous person. Or you could put, it can't be the other answers because whatever.
Wait, do we have to do both, or can we just do one of those? Like,
Number
Should we
one
just
was
do-
the first one we did together.
no, I mean, can we like do this one is correct, or can we do
Either or.
These are okay.
Yeah, if you want to do both, go for it, but you're not required to.
Okay, cool.
You guys understand?
Yep.
All right. This is your chance to get your assignment done and submit it, and I'll come check on you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Peyton.
Yeah.
I feel like it could also be C in some way because
Yeah, because that's also newspaper to go.
Oh, Mr. Mellum, you're muted.
There, can you hear me?
Yep.
Abby, can you unmute yourself, please? Lily, can you unmute yourself, please? Clay, can you unmute yourself, please? Why are you guys joining in so late?
I accidentally left the meeting last time. I had to like rejoin.
So we've already started. I'm gonna put you guys in the breakout rooms. So Abby, do you know what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving you a breakout room. Beck, Lily, you just joined in for the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay, the class starts at 9.
I know. I couldn't find the Zoom ID.
Always the same.
I know, but I couldn't
Okay.
find it.
So what I'm gonna do is let me just explain what's going on so that you understand, okay? Beck?
Okay. Yeah.
So what you guys need to do is to go to Edsby and you're gonna see this. Do you see this thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's today's assignment. It is an assignment that's being graded. What it is, it's a practice quiz to get you ready for Friday, okay?
Okay.
You understand that? It gets submitted here. So on your end, you're gonna see a submit button. What you're gonna do is this. So the PowerPoint or PDF that I have, this assignment is due Friday by 11 a.m. So what you do is you go through each one of these questions and you answer them. That's what the kids are doing in the breakout room right now. They're working together to answer these.
Okay.
When you answer them, you put the letter of the correct answer, but you also need to explain why it is the correct answer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one together so that we can see. I'm gonna have you guys, actually what I'll do, I'll just leave you two on this main page and you two can work together. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay. So Beck, what is this saying? What is it showing? What's the question?
Oh, the question is, what type of propaganda is being displayed in this poster?
Okay, and then we have our choices here. So what's
Yeah.
going on, Lily, in this poster? What does it say? What is it showing? What do you notice?
It says, "Is this tomorrow?" And then it has like people. I think it's like attacking each other.
Okay. And then what does it say at the bottom?
America under communism.
Okay. And these happen to be Russian soldiers attacking people. And then what's going on back in the background here?
Oh, there's like fire, and I see the like American flag being
All right.
burned. I think.
So what do you think the point of this poster was? It was from 1947, long time ago. So you may have seen it on like a college campus or in a school.
Probably to like get people to like side with like not having communism.
Okay, so what type of technique do you think is being used here?
Fear.
Bandwagon, plain folks, name calling, or fear?
Fear.
Fear. It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, he's communist. Look at him. He's attacking him. Look, he's trying to choke him. There's flames. This is fear. This is trying to scare people away from what communism is. And we'll learn what communism is in the next unit. So what you do on your paper, which is you're literally typing into your submit button on Edsby, you do this. So Beck, what did I do here?
D, the poster is showing scary things like fire and communist soldiers attacking people.
So I have the answer, but what else do I have?
Like the reason why you chose it.
You guys understand?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to leave you guys in the main room. You can work together on it and then submit it.
Okay.
It's due by Friday at 11 a.m. Your quiz will be open from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
All right. Go for it, guys.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, it's not. It's
Hi, Mr. Mellum. How's it going?
I'm just checking on you guys. How you guys doing?
hello.
We're on
Tomato
five.
bread.
Number 4 or 5.
Is it going okay?
Tomato
Yeah,
bread.
it's going
Okay.
pretty good.
All right. Do you need any help with any of them?
We
Which
couldn't
one are you guys on?
Number 5.
Well, they're not really numbered. Is it
Or the fifth.
slide
Five.
number 5?
The fifth thing.
Or it
The
says
fifth
how to
No one
question.
came to a conclusion on.
We
one
did,
at
Shannon.
a time. I can't hear too many.
Slide number 6.
Slide number 6, where it says, "How does the media in the United States influence legislation?"
Yeah.
Let me. So you guys are on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So how does the media in the United States generally influence legislation? Anybody got any thoughts here?
The media offers the most reliable. No.
No. The media reporting of news allows for more independent decision making by legislators.
Media provides new coverage on topics that include the public and lawmakers.
It doesn't
Would that
say
be C?
influence,
That could be C.
It says influence.
Oh, that influence the public and lawmakers. That's true, but the media generally it influences the lawmakers and the public, so that would influence the legislation, right? So C could be.
It's either C or D.
Yeah, and then the media sets the agenda for political party platforms, which influences voting. But does that have to do with legislation? Like really, the voting?
So
I don't know what I'm trying
remember how
to
we
say.
did the reading on the media? The
Yeah.
media is a watchdog. The media is also what's called a gatekeeper. What's a gatekeeper?
Isn't that thing in
Oh.
Ghostbusters? No.
Yes, but that's not what we're
Oh,
talking
it's
about.
it's like a firewall or something like that.
Okay, a firewall would be the thing. So bearing that in mind, what do you think the correct answer is?
The correct answer would be
What do we think? Let's vote.
C.
C.
How many of you think it's C?
Us.
C.
Give me a
Us.
thumbs up.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Raise your hand or clap or do something.
Happy birthday.
Give a thumbs up. I see Nate thinks it's C. He's the only one.
Robbie thinks it's
Robbie
C.
thinks it's C. How many of you think it's D?
How do I put down my thumb?
Does anybody think it's D? Josh, what do you think it is?
I'm probably gonna say like C.
C. Yeah, the correct answer is C.
Yay.
The media, what the media covers influences people. Because if the media doesn't cover something, are politicians going to bother discussing it?
No.
They're going to debate? Why not?
Because if it's not like something that people read every day, then like it might not be worth talking about it.
Would it be on the agenda?
No.
No.
Like how, let's say there's a new, like, let's say card game out and everyone likes it and everyone's talking about it. Some people are gonna like want to talk about it, but like if nobody's talking about it, nobody's gonna want to talk about it.
Neopets download for free.
Exactly. So if the media is not covering it, people aren't going to care about it. Lawmakers aren't going to waste their time because they know nobody's going to vote for them based on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be in here another 20 minutes or so. Guys, finish it up and submit your assignment.
Okay.
I'm going to move around to some other rooms.
Do you guys think it's name calling?
The last one? No.
I don't even know what name calling means.
Name calling would be if you're insulting somebody. Like literally like calling somebody a name.
Is malaise a person or is it just a word?
Malaise. So you guys are on that. You guys are on that very last one?
Yes.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
I think it could either be plain folks or glittering generalities.
Well, let's look at this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
So it's this guy, Walter Mondale. He ran for president in 1984 against Ronald Reagan. This is an anti-Walter Mondale poster.
Oh, it is?
It says, "The Return of Walter Mondale." And what does it say here? Can somebody read this?
Jimmy Carter
and
made
he's more
him
boring
vice
than ever.
president. Now he's back and he's more boring than ever.
So is it praising this guy or is it attacking him?
No.
It's attacking.
It's attacking him. It says malaise. Do you know what malaise is?
No.
Malaise is like when you're like, it's like sleepwalking almost.
Oh, so it'd be name calling.
Boredom.
I told you.
Inflation is when prices for everyday items go up through the roof, so nobody can afford them.
Oh.
You can't see it, but what is the movie? This is a movie poster, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a movie poster. Do you guys see way down here?
R.
Rated R. Can you? It's kind of hard to see, but can you read it?
No.
It says rated R for ripoff. Does anybody know? I'll give somebody extra credit. They can tell me what movie this is from. Look at the font.
Oh,
Superman.
No, it's from the 1980s. Think of a guy with a hat and a whip.
I know it.
Superman.
I can't remember. Is he like an adventure, like an explorer?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, this is from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
That,
Dang it.
so good
That's
job.
extra
Who said
point.
that?
That's Caleb said that.
So this movie was like the #1 movie that summer. And so do you see they're kind of being funny by copying the movie poster but making it him?
Yeah.
So that being said, now that you know what some of these words mean, Riley, what type of propaganda is being used?
It's name calling.
It is
forgot to read the
name
little
calling. They're just
snippet
poking
from
fun
it.
at this guy. And actually, if you look at it, the people that are around him are other Democrats who were known for being very liberal. So why are they putting him around this guy? What's the implication?
That they're like him.
That they're like him.
boring.
These were people that were not well liked. Well, some of them. And so they're saying, oh, he's just like him. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did you guys finish these other ones?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Do you need help on any of them, or do you have any questions on any of them?
No.
Okay. And so what you guys want to do, if you're finished, submit your work and you're done.
Oh, God bless.
No, mellum bless. It's different.
Well,
All right, guys, have a good one. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We need a little help on 4 and 5.
Okay, let me share my screen. That's why I jumped in here. So this one? Or this one?
Yeah, we think it's kind of like.
Which one are you guys on? This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so let's look at it. In a speech, a government official tries to increase support for a budget proposal by making an emotional appeal to liberty and equality. What propaganda technique is being used? So a budget proposal is when they decide how to spend all the tax money. Instead of saying, okay, in detail, here's what I'm going to spend all the money on, he starts talking about big concepts like freedom, and everybody will be equal if you do my plan. What does the word liberty mean?
Free.
Okay, to be free. What does equality mean?
Be equal.
Okay, so everybody's the same. How in the world would spending money in a budget make people more free or equal?
Exactly. I said should have been maybe like a fallacy or something.
Okay, it's not quite a fallacy. Are these big, powerful words, liberty and equality?
Yeah, so I
kind
think.
of like life, liberty, pursuit of happiness?
We think it's either should be transfer or fallacy, something like that.
Okay. When
It's
you
an
say
emotional
something, though,
appeal.
when you say something that sounds really big and really great, but it doesn't really mean anything,
That's a glittering generality.
it's a glittering generality. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Is he explaining how his budget is going to make people freer?
Oh, yeah, I see now.
What was the other one you guys were stuck on?
The next one.
The next one.
Okay. How does the media in the United States generally influence legislation? Melina, what's legislation?
Isn't that like voting?
Not voting. What's a legislator? What's a legislator do?
Makes laws.
Makes laws. So what do you think legislation is?
Oh,
I'm a legislator. I make legislation. What's legislation?
Oh, laws.
Laws. So how does the media influence how people make laws, is what the question is asking. Okay? So let's go through this. The media does a lot of things. Does the media try to influence the population?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do? Okay. Remember that reading that we did?
They also set the agenda too.
They set the agenda. So are they the gatekeeper? What's a gatekeeper?
The gatekeeper is what gets through and to the news and what doesn't.
They decide what is and what isn't the news, right? So now that you know those things, which letter kind of seems like that? So let's look at our choices. A says the media offers the most reliable sources of information available to lawmakers.
We're kind of stuck on C and D. We can't decide.
So it's definitely not A and B. C says the media provides news coverage on topics that influence the public and lawmakers. Does the media influence the public?
Yes.
Yeah, of course they do. Can the media influence members of Congress?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a maybe, right? D, the media sets the agenda for political party platforms. What's a political party platform?
It's the whole platform that the political party says
what's a platform?
What it's about. It's like the whole thing that talks about this is what the political party's about.
Okay. Did they get that from the media? Or does the media report on it when they put it out?
What I think it could be is like maybe some of the people or they interview some people saying what they want, and then they could kind of influence the
That's
Republican
true,
platform
but which
that
one of
way.
these is the most likely?
Well, probably C.
C. C is the correct answer. What happens is the media kind of, like you said, Jason, it sets the agenda. When the media reports on topics, all of a sudden, does the public care about that topic more?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're hearing about it. Because the public now cares more about that topic, are lawmakers more or less likely to address it?
Oh, yeah. To address it.
Why are they more likely
More
to
likely.
address it?
Because then they want to be re-voted back into Congress.
Because more people care about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna, guys, go ahead and finish up as best you can. And then we'll be done. Okay?
Hi.
How we doing, guys?
We're on number 8.
Number 8. I didn't know they were numbered.
Well, I was counting them.
Did you have any questions on any of them? Are you right here?
Yes.
Which, or are
Yeah,
you
no.
on? Are you on this one?
Yeah, that one.
You're on this one. Okay. Do you want me to help you?
Yeah, we didn't know how to do 5.
We didn't know how to do 5.
5. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one together then. Abby, can you read whichever Abby, can you read the question, please?
I'll read it. In a speech, a government official tries to increase support for a budget proposal by making an emotional appeal to liberty and equality. Which propaganda technique is being used?
Let's look at some of these words. What's a budget?
Amount you can spend.
Okay, so you have a government official. The government collects taxes, and they spend the money on what? Pokemon cards? What does the government spend your money on? Cheese? What do they buy?
Don't they use it for like schools?
Shayna, Patrick, Paige, jump in.
Wars.
Okay, yeah, okay, military. What else?
Social welfare program.
What's a social welfare program?
It like helps people that like don't have enough money.
Okay, so maybe like programs for poor people. Are these complicated?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely complicated. Okay. He is trying to get people to support his budget by making an emotional appeal to liberty and equality. What do these words mean? What is liberty?
Like freedom.
Freedom. What's equality?
Everybody's equal.
Everybody's equal. Are these easy to understand?
Yeah.
Is liberty super specific, or is it just a very broad?
It's broad.
It's incredibly broad. Hey, if I'm a politician and I come out and I say, I have a proposal for a new budget. We're going to spend 18.4% of the gross income on Defense Department budget. What's going to happen if I keep talking like that? What are you going to do as the audience? That was a question. Abby, are you there?
Yeah. Me,
Okay.
Abby, or the
You, Vasquez. If I'm standing in front of you and I start talking like that, well, here's my budget proposal. 18.4% of the revenue shall be spent according to subsection C on housing for, what are you going to do after like 3 minutes?
stop listening
Why?
because it's repetitive.
And? Is it boring?
Yeah.
Okay. Now if I get up there and I say, here's my budget. If you guys like my budget, we will all be free. We shall conquer. Everybody will have cake and ice cream. Is that going to get your attention?
More than the other one.
Okay. I'm appealing to very broad things that are easy to understand. Okay? I'm saying big things that don't really mean anything. I'm saying big things that sound great but have nothing to do with a budget. Does that help?
Yeah.
Shayna, what do you think it is?
Glittering generality.
It is a glittering generality. I'm talking about things that sound important, but they don't have anything to do with a budget. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You guys good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Do you need help on any other ones?
Good.
You're good?
Wait, can you go over the
Yeah.
other one?
The other one. What's the other one?
The one right before the last one?
This one?
Yeah, because we're stuck on that one.
Let's look at it. Which source of information about candidates for public office probably would be free of bias? So I'm thinking I want to look up information about somebody running for president, and I want to know about them, but I want to make sure that it's fair. That's what the question is asking me. So you have a pamphlet written by a political campaign worker. Would that be free of bias?
No,
Why not?
because it's coming straight from a political
Yeah,
campaign.
I'm running for president. You work for me. You put out the pamphlet. Well, what's it going to say?
Stuff about the person that's running.
But is it going to say all nice things or all bad things?
Probably nice things.
All because you work for me. So this is going to be biased. So we know that this is what?
Not it.
Not it. B, a newspaper editorial stating the newspaper's position. Is that biased or not?
Yeah, it's biased.
Why is it biased?
Because it's the newspaper's position.
Yeah, it's their position. Maybe they're not biased, but they might be. Maybe they don't like the politician because he's going to raise their taxes or something, and it's going to hurt that newspaper. That leaves us with only two answers. C, a reprint of the complete text of the last debate.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay, is that biased? You just
No.
you have a written down. So let's say I'm running for president against Patrick, and we have a debate, and they write everything down that we both said and said, here you go. Is that biased?
No.
Why not?
Because it's like directly, nobody's really changing it. They're just writing down exactly what you
It's
said.
what I said. So what would the correct answer here be?
C.
See,
Understand?
I would obviously win.
You would obviously win.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's because I'm too
Free
old.
ice cream.
All right. We'll be in here for a few more moments. I'm going to shut it down in a few minutes, so work on what you can.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Tori, how are we doing?
We are all finished up.
Okay. They can submit their work if they're done, and then they're free to go.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Good day.
Problems at all or smooth?
Bye, Mr. Mellums.
Okay.
Okay.
How are we doing, guys?
Doing good. We are doing fantastic. We're already finished.
Great.
Guys, if you're finished, you're free to go. Just make sure
Oh,
you submit
really?
the work.
Okay. Well, I kind of like to figure out. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
I'm going to close the room in like 2 minutes.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Wait,
leave.
we can leave?
Yeah, you're
Yes,
done.
we can
If
leave.
you finish
Oh,
the work, you're good to go.
I didn't know that. I had thought. Okay. I thought we had to leave.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Wait.
either.
How am I
Jensen
gonna,
left as soon as you said that.
how am I going to hold you here?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't really know.
It's not like a classroom where I can like get mad at you for walking out of the room.
Yeah, that's true.
I could do that at any moment.
Technically, yes, you can.
I do that.
Jensen's calling me. He
I've
wants to
done
play
that before.
Fortnite.
All right, guys, have a good one.
You too, Mr. Mellum.
See you, buddy. How we doing, guys?
Doing all right.
Are you guys finished?
Good.
Yeah.
We just need number 5.
You want to help you with it?
I think it's C.
Let me share my screen. When you say number 5, you mean slide 5?
No, like question 5.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the answer is?
I think it's C.
You're right.
Haha, Peyton.
Good job,
You
Joey.
did not need to call him.
Yeah,
I'm
whenever
sorry.
the media covers things, it influences what the voters think about. And it also makes lawmakers care about it more. So for example, who's making all that noise? There we go. So for example, if there's a story on the news about pollution in a local lake, do you think all of a sudden the local politicians are going to start talking about how they're going to fix it?
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
Because it's good.
Well, not just because it's good. If there's a problem in your local community that's in the newspapers and it's on TV, and you're you're like the mayor, and you're not addressing it, what's that going to make you look like? And please don't say bad.
That's what I was
How is that, Peyton? How would that make you look if you're the mayor of Tampa and there's a problem with crime and it's all over the TV and you never address it?
It makes you look like you don't care.
Exactly. So does the media influence lawmakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that reason. Did you guys need any other ones?
No.
No. All right, you guys, once you finish, you're free to go.
So I think we finished.
Hey, Beck, how did it go, buddy?
Good. I accidentally submitted it when I was trying to go back to the
Go back and
article.
just resubmit the ones you didn't answer.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're going to go ahead and stop there. So if you guys don't have any questions, you're free to go.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Mr. Mellum.
Hey, have
Mr.
a
Mellum, one last question, real quick.
Have a
Who's
nice
that?
day.
Bye
Can we
bye.
submit the
Quiet.
assignment today?
Yep.
Okay. Bye, Mr. Mellum.
Hey, have a good
Bye,
one.
Mr. Mellum.
Yeah. Remember.
Guys, you are free to go.